Hello, welcome to University of Facts and Drafting. My name is Umo. So today's class is going to be on how to sew this trendy, classy bogus cape. There are actually different variations of it. Here is another variation. However, the foundational principles for making them are actually the same. So this is what we created in class in the Advanced Online Corset Masterclass. To purchase the full class, please follow the seller link in the description box. The Victorian corset upon which this really nice cape was placed was actually created in the Advanced Online Corset Masterclass, and the full tutorial is in that course as well as other tutorials. So this is what it looks like, and if you're interested in seeing how it was made, please stick around. So here is the Victorian corset that we created in the Advanced Online Corset Masterclass, and this is what we're going to be placing the cape that we're going to be creating on. So here are the materials that we're going to be needing for this tutorial. This is my crinoline. This is about 3 inches. I used about half a pack. Do you understand? Half pack. However, I had 1.5 packs. This is my hemming gum, then my sewable boning. Do you understand that? This is my stay, and this is my fabric. This is the same fabric that we used for that Victorian corset. Do you understand? So that's what we're going to be using for the cape. So the measurement for this fabric is this length is 50 inches, about 50 inches, and then the width is about 24 inches. Yeah, about 24 inches. Do you understand? So 50 by 24 inches. And remember that this is on fold. Can you see that it's actually on fold? So I folded it into two. I left it folded actually, and I'm notching the center. Do you understand? So I've notched that center, and you can see how thick the fabric is. So we're going to be ironing stay to just one side. Do you understand? That is 1/2 of it. So I've ironed the stay to 1/2. You can see the other half is without stay. Do you understand? So I just ironed stay halfway. Do you understand? Just one layer of gum stay or paper stay, all those things will give it like a really hard make it really hard, and very sturdy, and that's not really what we want. So stay is just the best thing to use. So now next thing, this is actually folded into two. So now next thing is to place our crinoline on it. Do you understand? We're going to be using the crinoline to line this portion that we've ironed with stay. Will be layering it with crinoline. So now I'm going to use my hemming gum to gum my crinoline like that. So bear in mind that I am gumming this crinoline along that 50 inches mark. Do you understand? Don't turn your crinoline the other way. Just let it be horizontal like this along that 50 inches mark. So that's what I'm doing. So you just place your hemming gum, do you understand, in steps, and then place your crinoline over it. In placing your crinoline over it, ensure that you don't pull. Do you understand? Don't pull the crinoline. Just put it like, do you understand? Let it be free. Let it be, bumpy, and then you just iron it. Do you understand? So you're going to be ironing every single layer, and in placing the crinoline also ensure that they are close to each other. Do you understand? You can see the first one, there's spacing between. No, don't do it that way. Let them be close to each other. Do you understand? And then iron it along that full 50 inches length. Do you understand? Ensure that the crinoline is not cut in between. Ensure that it is full. It's a full length thing. It's not like you cut it or something like that. So I'm still placing my hemming gum. Do you understand? Place your hemming gum. Don't pull. Just place it comfortably and then iron. Do you understand? And ensure that the iron is not too hot so that it doesn't shrink the crinoline. Very, very important. So now notice that at the top I left about 1.5 inches, and at the bottom I'm also going to be leaving another 1.5 inches, because we need it for stitching, and then also just to trim everything and ensure that everything is well aligned, nice and smooth. Do you understand that? So this is me still placing it, and then using my iron to gum the crinoline to the main fashion fabric. Do you understand? The essence of even actually folding that fabric into two from the beginning is because we're going to be lining with the same fabric. Do you understand? So however, if you want that effect of like another fabric showing on the other side, do you understand, you can split it in that middle where we just folded into two. Do you understand? And use another fabric, so you can see what it looks like after I've ironed it. You can see how like bumpy it is. Do you understand? Like fluffy. Can you see how it is? Do you understand? You can see even folding it like this, you can see it's fluffy. It's not going to be hard and flat, and to just stand like like a rock, you know, that kind of thing. But this one is fluffy, you know, classy, and you know, achieves that elegant look. Do you understand? So you can see I've folded into two, right sides facing each other, and then now we're going to go ahead and stitch the boning. So you can see the boning, I'm stitching the boning at that same 50 inches line. Do you understand? You're literally using the boning to close it up. Do you understand? So this is my boning. I have stitched my boning. You can see the stitch on the other side, and this is folded into two. Do you understand? So I've stitched the boning, stitched it, and you can see how bumpy it is. Do you understand? Like, look at the difference, and you can already tell that this thing is going to come out like really nice and clean and classy and elegant. So I've stitched the boning to both top and bottom along that 50 inches portion. Do you understand? And now I have flipped it inside out. Can you see that? I flipped it inside out. You can see, remember I said I used the boning to actually hem it. Can you see that? So I flipped it out, and then you can see that portion is open. Do you understand that? So that's the portion I used to flip it to. This was on fold now, so this was closed. Do you understand? So now this is what it looks like. So now I'm going ahead to pleat my fabric. So you can see that these are just regular pleats. Do you understand? Like nothing like mega. Do you understand? Just regular pleats. Just use your hand to sort of like, you know, create the pleats, pin through. I've pleated this side and I've sewn it in place. Do you understand? So I'm going to be showing you from the other side how to get this done. But look at how nice and smooth it looks. Like, guys, this looks like, you know, some kind of awesome, like really couture, you know, thingy. So see me pleating it. Can you see? Ensure that the pleats follow the same angle. Do you understand? As the other side. So I'm just pleating and then pinning through. And in pleating, ensure that that raw edge, that edge that is raw. First off, I could have whipped it before pinning it. Do you understand? However, I'm going to be placing cutouts or something on it. Do you understand? So that's why I didn't really bother. But you should whip it before actually pleating. So this is me just pleating, and as you're pleating, ensure that that edge is sort of like straight. Don't let it now go and create a curved thing. Do you understand? Ensure that that edge is still straight, maintains a straight line. Do you understand? And ensure that the pleats on this side are, you know, somewhat equal. You can see me trying to achieve that straight line. I don't want to be curved. Do you understand? So ensure that the pleats on this side are equal to the pleats on the other side, and ensure that the lengths are equal. So this is what it looks like. Like, guys, look at this thing now. Like, it looks like some classy, you know, really nice thing. So I just pinned to the Victorian corset. I'm going to take out the pins just to show you how this is done. So I'm taking out the pins. Can you see that? So remember that after pleating it, you should actually sew and tack this. Do you understand? This can be tacked by hand, really. Like, that's almost like the only way that you can do it. You have to tack it by hand. But if the outfit had a sleeve, do you understand? You will probably go into the sleeve, you know, just depending on what you're trying to do. But in most cases, you probably have to hand tack it. Do you understand? Because if it's going over the bust like this, it might not be advisable to sew on top. If not, you flatten the cup, you know, or the bra cup you used, or you know, whatsoever. So it's just safer to hand tack it. So can you see what it looks like? Like, just really nice and smooth. So this is what the back looks like. And for that back, you have to, like, it has to be pinned or, you know, tacked to the outfit at the back. Do you understand? You can't just leave it hanging like that, because it wouldn't like form the shape. So even if it was a tube, you know, just tack it where you have to just find a way to tack it at the back. Do you understand? So that's what the back looks like, you know. And then this is what the front looks like. Like, guys, see how clean and smooth this is. So anyways, as I mentioned earlier, to purchase the full course, please follow the seller link in the description box. So as I mentioned earlier, I said I was going to put like sort of like an accessory. Do you understand? I don't really like how this looks. However, I'll decide on what I want to do. Do you understand? So if you're putting an accessory, then you might not have bothered whipping that edge. Do you understand? So this is what our classy Victorian corset now looks like. Thanks. So to purchase the full course, please follow the seller link in the description box, and also ensure that you're following us on Instagram at University of Pattern Drafting. And also, if you are not yet on the Telegram group, the Telegram group is sort of like a closer knit community of like minds who love to sew. So please follow the Telegram link in the description box to join the Telegram group. Also, to find out about my other available courses, please follow the seller link below to find out about that. Thanks for watching, guys. Ciao.